Second half getting underway, and Nantucket will be on a power play for about a minute 50.
If Nantucket could run a couple of good plays here, it'll make a big difference the way this game goes. Rotating the ball counterclockwise. The Everybody's going to look inside. Vineyard's a little crossed up. One of the players doesn't know their man down. I don't know how that happened. One more. Here we go. There we go.
He put that right there.
Nice
Perfect
play.
shot.
O'Keefe from Harnisberger, sophomore from a senior. Number 27, O'Keefe, put that right between the keeper and the pipe. When you're a keeper, when the ball rotates to the wing, get on the pipe and keep your stick in good position, and you might very likely get hit. That time he didn't quite get there, and Sam squeezed that shot right between.
Sure did.
And Nantucket stays in the power play. Still over a minute 10 I think to go.
8-goal lead for the Whalers. It's so important for if Nantucket gets this. It's a big play. Nice flip by Victor. Bartlett will get this. Okay, players these days are so adept at flipping the ball, especially with guys with the hockey experience. That's not a good play by Cam. Your extra man, Cam. Get off the field. Good hustle play by Bartlett, but then give the ball up when you're extra.
He likes to make that offensive push.
52 seconds left in the penalty. Nice backside look. Oh, nice play. Nice cross crease feed.
Really?
O'Keefe to a cutting Burton. That's the kind of play, Dick, you see at the high level. That's a high level, high IQ, lacrosse IQ play.
Burton's fifth of the day.
What can the coach do, though, Rick? The Vineyard coach.
Well, right now, they're man down. Nantucket's, I think maybe the lack of depth on the Vineyard is starting to catch up with them. The Vineyard plays a very high energy style without a lot of depth. It's hard to keep that passion and energy up for 4 quarters, especially when you're starting to fall behind. Nantucket ball, Austin Starr. Settle it down, Austin. Settle it down. No. You don't shoot the ball on a breakaway with your extra man, ever.
So it's Vineyard's worst nightmare, having the man locked in for 2 minutes and Nantucket coming out and getting 2 quick goals.
Vineyard's offsides. Once again, not trying to get down on anybody, but just tell it like it is.
When you got
an extra man.
You want to keep that ball.
Now come on, set it up, guys. You're extra. Oh, nice take. There's only 8 seconds left of the penalty, so you might see him go to the goal. This is when you won't run your play. Just make a good, quick play. Good take.
All right, so they're full strength, huh?
We're at even strength now. Nantucket got 2 goals out of that, did they?
2 goals out of that, so that was huge. A huge penalty and a huge boost for the Whalers. Nantucket's got a 9-goal lead now.
Both teams have had mental misplays making these penalties today. Burton tried to force it inside a little bit. Nantucket's kind of in a place right now where they can just play half field, keep the Vineyard out of scramble situations, don't foul them.
What was that?
We call it a ward off. Well, it's just one of those things. It took away a breakaway for Nantucket, but that happens. Nice look down. Oh, nice idea. Nantucket once again playing fundamentally sound lacrosse, moving the ball, not running plays. The Vineyard's running plays in their half field, and they're not that effective. Nantucket's just getting into patterns and moving the ball, keeping it hot, as they say. And all year long, guys, all the Nantucket players have contributed. Everybody can touch the ball. Everybody can score. And that's the real strength of this team. It's Victor the lefty. Nice look. Oh,
my goodness.
Spencer winds up.
Boy, did he wind up on that one, huh?
Yeah. Now, Spencer just had a nice...
I wouldn't want to be in front of that thing if they did.
Spencer made a real nice play there. What's the call?
No goal?
No goal, and I don't know why.
Huh. not much discussion on it.
Well, these kids are hitting
Chris
hard.
Perry
now.
was up in here at halftime saying it's getting kind of ugly down there. I guess there's a Vineyard fan was using a lot of profanity on the far sideline. Not the first time that's ever happened.
Surprise, surprise.
Yeah,
A
yeah.
Vineyard fan using profanity?
When we used to play them over there, there's a guy that wore a red plaid shirt, and every time we were over there, he would cuss at me the whole game. And then one year he wasn't there, and I asked what had happened. They said he had died. I kind of missed him though.
Did you go to the memorial farm? Is that how much you missed them?
Yeah, they had a really good buffet.
Well, at least when you went over there, you could stand in the field. When I used to go over there, I could stand in the field at first, but then when I started working for the TV station, you have to sit right up in the stands with the Vineyard people, and you'd have them all around you. We had some fun afternoons sitting in the stands.
You know what? The Vineyard all day long, I hate to harp on it, they're running the same play every time where number 8 there, Colby Zarbin, is feeding lefty to a cutting player from the opposite side. And it worked early on. It hasn't worked lately. Stay up the field there, Hickman. Yep, good play. Goes through. Sam O'Keefe. Okay. It's going to be that tuck it ball. Play on, interference away from the ball, I guess. Okay. Nice look.
Oh, man, that was one quick shot.
O'Keefe missed the back up there. That was pretty close. It looked to me like he had it, but oh well. Nantucket on a press ride. Nantucket's been press riding all day, and it seems to be pretty effective. At the college level, Dick, the new thing, it's always been around, but so many teams now run a 10-man ride where they bring their goalkeeper out and cover one of the attackmen, and that allows you to cover everybody at the midfield.
Interesting. How often does it backfire when you get an open net goal?
A lot of times you'll see teams take long shots and an open goal. You can throw
Oh my God! These kids are hitting
That should have
like
been a penalty.
Okay,
I guess they did get it.
well, we'll see. It might have been a retaliation.
See, it's getting a little chippy.
Both flags came out.
They are getting chippy.
They got us instead of them on a retaliation.
Well, that's
Going down.
Now,
that usually happens.
that was Keegan, the goalie, so we have to put our reserve keeper in there, George Boucher.
Oh.
Yeah, so, you know, it's one of those things, but I don't know why they didn't call that first penalty. It was on them further out. It's kind of surprising, too, Dick and Gino, because when Chris came up here at halftime, as you heard, he alluded to how things were getting pretty chippy and hot down there. And, you know, usually when that happens, you see the refs come out and call everything real tight. Vineyard look at the righty cutters again. Here he is. Nice save. Good save by that reserve keeper for Nantucket. Great job, George.
So the backup goalie's in there, and he made a good stop there on the first shot at him.
Okay. Once again, here they are with the lefty looks. And go ball. Okay, good job.
Hey, you know what I've noticed is we don't normally have a police officer. Hey, we have one today. Did you notice that?
Yes, yeah.
Is that because it's a Vineyard?
That's because it's Vineyard, yes. I think there could be another one here. There's definitely one.
Yeah, no, there's one on the other side.
Is there one on the other side too?
Now here, yeah, they got Victor.
Number 8 on Sportsman.
They got Victor for cussing at the kid.
Oh, he was cussing.
He made us very naughty comment, and it didn't do any good. All it does is get us a penalty.
So that's 2 men down?
Sorry, guys, if you're watching this video, I love you to death, all you players, but that's like the 5th stupid penalty for Nantucket
Yeah, there
today.
have been a bunch of them.
It's just unbelievable. You do that in the playoffs against a really good team, guys, and
Yeah, exactly.
you know.
Right. Don't.
Mouthing off never gets you anything in sports, no.
Now the ambulance is here for some reason with his lights blinking.
It's coming. Looks like it's heading down this way here, though.
Hey, watch the skip pass! Skip pass!
I think there is a kid on the Vineyard side who's taking off his uniform. It's behind that white flag.
Yeah, I
You
see
can't
that.
see
Yeah.
him.
Oh, okay.
So a kid from the Vineyard. The ambulance is here.
Oh, what a save!
I think he got that. That's 2 saves for George Bouchard in a reserve role. Those are 2 big saves. Don't. Oh no. You know you can't.
Now what happened?
You
Another
can't-
one?
you-
2 flags.
They got Joel for extending his arms and hitting the guy with an illegal body check.
Oh, they got one on blue.
Yeah, they got them for. They got us.
Which one?
They got there's a 1 minute each. They got Joel for extending his hands. That was a little close call. I thought. I'm not sure Joel fouled it, and then but it was it wasn't terrible. And then they got the Vineyard. I'll tell you, you know what, guys? This is a big advantage for Nantucket, an inadvertent advantage, because, as we said before, Nantucket has a huge advantage 5-on-5 with the speed of Terrain Burton out there, because he can run by his guy, and the slide to him is going to be much longer. Don't be surprised to see him score or have an easy assist right here. Nantucket needs to get down low and give Terrain a target. Nantucket has 2 men in the penalty box, though, so the first penalty. We got 31 seconds left of the first penalty. Right now we're 5-on-4. So Nantucket wants to hold it here.
Not going to force anything, no.
They want to hold it and try to get that penalty so they'll be even. You don't want to run past a pick when you're.
Oh, that's a bummer. He fell down and the ball fell right out.
You don't want to set a pick in that situation because it gives them an easy double. You want to stay away from each other.
He almost.
2 penalties out. Teams are at even strength now, 5-on-5. Nantucket doesn't need to score here. It's important to play good defense. They force one. Nice body check. Nice play, Nantucket. Okay, 5-on-5 here. This is really going to favor Burton and Nantucket.
There it is.
Oh,
He had that.
Too many passes.
That's right, Dick.
Too many
Well,
passes.
Spencer was behind the plane of the goal, so he kind of had to pass it, I think. Vineyard turns it over. Yeah, that's when you want to make sure you're above the plane, so when you get the ball, you can shoot it right away.
Yeah, saw the potential, at least 2 or 3 shots in that sequence, and they wound up with none. They just kept passing the ball.
Okay. Bartlett's wide open here. He can't go. Okay. Nice backup, Spencer. Harnisfeger with the take, righty take. There he is again. No, come on. That's a force.
What was that?
Flag down. I think they got the Vineyard for offsides. Yep.
4:30. That's his 3rd penalty.
If he gets 5, he's got to come out of the game. Actually, that's a technical. It wouldn't count as that. But if you get 5 personals, you're out of the game.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
He's more than halfway there, I guess. No? Oh, no. Oh, you said this one doesn't count.
That's
All right.
a technical.
All right. We see the one Vineyard kid. We hope he's all right.
Nice shot. Nice shot, Victor.
Oh, that feels good.
Who got that one? Victor?
Gambaroni, give an assist to Sam O'Keefe. Yeah, Dick, I only got thrown out of a game 1 time in my career for getting 5 penalties.
Is that right?
Yeah, so it's kind of hard to do. You got to be having a real bad day.
I wish I could say that about basketball. I used up my 5 a lot.
Playing or coaching?
Playing. Playing, not coaching. No.
All right.
Okay. James Culkin's out there at the far wing for Nantucket. They haven't used as much of their depth today as they've been. Hunter McInerney hasn't been in the game, I don't believe. Culkins has been out there. Ben Murphy's played a little. Nice play by Culkins. Here we go. Nice look.
Oh, big save there.
Nice ball movement. You know, that's one of those ones where you want to change planes, and he kind of shot it just high to high. Makes it easy for the goalkeeper.
Robbie, go!
Bartlett's kind of hung up there. See. Okay, good. Okay, thank you. Yeah, the Vineyard player has a concussion, Dick. That's why the ambulance was here.
Oh.
But the ambulance is still here, so maybe they'll handle it.
Ooh, look at that.
On the field instead of taking them to the hospital.
Oh. Things are getting pretty spicy down here, Dick. Here we go. Oh,
Missed it.
Missed it. Keegan Downey back in the goal for the Whalers after serving his penalty for an illegal body check.
Another flag, though.
Got a hold on Joel McVicker. No, I'm sorry, Cam Willett. And guys, I've said it before. If you're a defender and you hold the guy and prevent a point-blank shot, that's a good foul.
Oh, yeah.
Now you're only, if you slash him, it's a bad foul because you're not going to stop him by slashing him. But if you hold him and he can't shoot it,
Yeah, you make sure he doesn't score the goal.
you're
that's for
saving
sure.
the goal, and now they have to do something to score. It's only a 30-second penalty. Slashes and mouthy fouls are just plain dumb. I mean, slashes are going to happen, but when you have players that slash a lot, you have to correct it. And Nantucket's been good about that this year. The defenders have not had many slash penalties.
Good. It's you, Vic.
The Vineyard running a rotation play. They can throw it out of bounds here. Is it going to go out? Ben Murphy on it. Nice play, Ben. Still on the ground. Okay. The penalty's expired. Terrain's got to get back in the hole. Nice play there by that's Alex Freeman there.
Good job, Augie.
Nice job, Alex. Guy that doesn't get a lot of minutes has made a nice play out there. Now he pushes the Vineyard player.
Oh,
You know,
that's crazy.
gosh darn it. You know, guys, it's just
Another one by 30,
so stupid. You know, when I was coaching, things like that had happened, and our player might say, "Did you hear what he said to me?" And you say, "I don't care what he said to me."
What is it, 30 and 31?
Yeah, 31 pushed him. Alex Freeman here, I just said he made a nice play and turns around and, you know, has to be tough and shove the kid, and now we have a penalty.
There's my buddy 30 coming in.
Yeah, with 30, he's had a long day.
He's had 4. He's up to 4.
Now,
One more and he's out.
They're sending in the council to talk to him over there.
it's 5-on-5, and once again, if Nantucket could get a stop here and get the ball back, and these are 1-minute penalties, I assume. Yeah, they are. So it's great to have a new scoreboard that shows the penalties. And it's Nantucket's ball. Okay, this makes a big difference. Settle it down, guys. Settle it down. This is what you want to do: is get Terrain out there, get your fastest player out there. Nice look. Need a possession here.
Somebody help me!
Nice play. Good hustle there. Spence has had a really good game if you take away the penalties and the unsportsmanlike and whatnot. He's had a really great season. 2 great seasons in a row, actually. I think this year he's gotten a little body strength. He's been able to turn the corner better. Here's Victor. Here's a nice play, Spence. Oh,
Man, that kid is something.
yep.
He is something else.
He
Spencer.
caught it with his left hand, changed to his right, scooped it underhand on a feed from Gambaroni. Nice play.
So that's West's third goal and Victor's third assist. Nantucket's starting to pile it on here now. 15-3.
Well, if they can hold this margin, Dick, we'll have running time in the fourth quarter.
Running time in the fourth quarter.
We will.
Which is a minute 30.
What is the margin right now?
Right now it's a 12-goal lead.
Okay.
So 1:32 left in the third.
I mean, on the clock, it's already an hour and 36 minutes for this game. It's a long game. It got started a little bit late. That added to it.
Just killing my day for tours, Dick.
You got to get out there, Rick.
I know. Well, I had one this morning.
That's all. Goodbye.
That's a big...
Portions of today's game brought
timeout.
Portions of today's game brought to us by Congdon Coleman Insurance, specializing in personal commercial lines of insurance, auto, home, marine business. Congdon Coleman, established 1931, down at 57 Main Street. Don Allen Auto Center, new and used vehicles on sale at Don Allen Auto Center. Check them out.
I know Coach Belichick is here this weekend. I thought he might be at the game today, but I guess he's probably out playing golf.
He's here this weekend?
Yeah, I saw him yesterday.
I have a feeling he's doing 18 at one of the exclusive clubs.
Right, he's probably out of Sanctity.
Sankety?
Yeah.
No, we'll go to the other one, right?
No,
He's
he's a Sankety kid.
Oh, he is?
a Wisconsin guy.
All right.
Does he play with any of the locals, or does he have his
I
own
don't really
people
know.
with?
It's funny, I found out on my tours, he has a couple properties out there, and one of the ones he has used to be an ice cream stand back in the 1800s.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I like that building they'd done over that used to be the grocery store there.
Yeah.
That's a nice. They did a good look on that building.
I actually met the woman who owns that. She's a young gal. She and her family, I guess, own it, and actually gave she and her friends a little mini tour the other day. That place was a wreck for years. There was grass growing through the floor.
It was, yes, beautiful what they've done to it, and sort of.
And you know, some of the people in that neighborhood actually complained about that sign. They said that it was going to cause confusion and all this other stuff.
Yeah, people stopping, wanting to go in and buy a soda. Is that it?
Yeah, I mean, that's what they call rich people's problems, Dick. Go spend a day in Syria and then tell me about it.
1:17 to go here, and Nantucket up by 12. Vineyard got the ball though. We talked about Vineyard making it a game for a while, but they just don't have the firepower to stay with the Whalers.
A big problem for them, the penalties have killed them. The other thing is they can't score. They'll probably score right here once I say it, but they have trouble scoring in the half-field game. You know, their offense is predicated on cross-field passes, lefty-righty, and the guys, they just really, here it is again, number 8, is going to look to feed lefty, cross crease. Here it comes. Well, yeah, here we go, interception. And that could be a foul.
That could have been a head.
Nice play.
That could have been a head hit. No call. But Nantucket's on the fast break, so they'll take it.
Watch out. That could have been a hospital shot right there. Bartlett. I'll tell you, Cam loves that short stick. I mean, like, he's just an athlete, and you know he's used to playing in the offensive half with his long stick. So I think that can be a strategy that can really pay off in the long run. Give Austin Stars some minutes. He's taking all the face-offs. It's nice to get a break. Face-offs really take it out of you. Gamperoni drives lefty. Back to his right. His left looks inside. He's looking inside. Over to Spence. Nice look.
Oh, what a catch with it. With all those
nice
guys
look.
around.
I stand corrected. That was Ty Harnsfinger with the feed.
Great little catch by O'Keefe.
You don't usually see Ty on the left-hand wing. And, I think the Whalers are going to. It'd be great for them to mix it up a little bit to prepare for the playoffs.
I can't wait to see these guys in the playoffs.
Well, they have to self-scout a little bit. There's some things they don't do as well as you might think they do. Because they're nice shot here. Nice.
Oh, what a shot!
O'Keefe puts a righty shot right in the corner and a nice feed from Spence.
My God!
I tell you, Sam O'Keefe is having a really impressive year. And going into last season, he didn't play all that much. And coming into this season, he didn't really know. But he's really made our attack an effective unit. That was a big question mark early in the season.
He showed it off there.
So we'll have the face-off here, and that will end the third period. Nantucket is going to head into the fourth period, 15-3. So that means the clock will be running in the fourth period. You notice the JV teams getting suited up, getting ready for the JV game that'll come right after this.
The Vineyard I think the Vineyard is putting in some of their reserve players to give them a little bit of experience in the varsity Whaler game, because there's a couple new faces out there, one on attack, I noticed. Having him tours.
No, we don't need commentators. We need video.
Yeah.
Okay, underway here in the fourth period. And it did go up to 16 there. So you talked them into a goal, Rick. I don't know. I lost it in my score sheet.
It was 15. It was 15 after the last goal, and so I remember thinking it was a 12-goal cushion. So I think it is 16. Harnisch-Fager drives righty, bounce shot, and in.
Oh!
But Dick, I don't think it's going to matter. Nice righty drive by Harnisch-Fager, unassisted. Once again, I was saying to Coach Aloisi and Coach Gamble before the game, Harnisch-Fager was a good middle school midi, and I could really see him playing some midi for us down the stretch. They can always rest Burton or Victor Gambroni in attack. Of course, Victor was an attackman, so he's really comfortable down there. And you might even think about putting a Spencer West or a Sam O'Keefe in the midfield a little bit. Those hot days in June, you need that midfield depth.
We're talking about the NCAAs. I'm looking at the schedule here. The Duke-Virginia game started at noontime, so they're probably almost ready to get into the second half action.
Those are two extremely athletic teams.
Penn State and Yale will start after that game approximately in the 2:30 range.
Yeah, I mean Duke and Virginia, they have NFL type athletes in those games. This is getting real rough, and here goes a penalty. Oh. We're trying to set the all-time stupid penalty record here today. That's the second one on Isaac. He's been in the game for about a minute and has 2 penalties.
Massachusetts also representative in the Division II tournament, Rick. You have Merrimack going against Limestone, the Division II championship tomorrow. And Division III, we also have a Massachusetts team. Amherst is going against Cabrina tomorrow at 4 o'clock.
There they go. They got that one.
Well, you can credit now Nantucket player with that goal because that was because of a penalty that we didn't have to have. Sorry to be critical, but that's just the way it is.
You can't keep playing. You can't keep playing a man down. No, and
The clock is not moving.
I'll tell you.
It is. Right now it is.
The clock is moving here, and it's probably a good thing because things are just getting ridiculously chippy. I mean, if you're a coach and you put a player in as a reserve to give him some minutes and he gets 2 penalties in less than a minute, that's not good. Getting back to the NCAA, Dick, the NASCAC has become the premier conference in Division III lacrosse.
Is that right?
Oh yeah, defending champion Wesleyan, Tufts is extremely good, and now you say Amherst. And Bates has had a great couple of seasons.
There's a hit.
My old high school teammate Pete Lasagna is the head coach at Bates. He was former head coach at Brown. See if we can avoid any more penalties. Okay, well this one's on the Vineyard. So we don't have a monopoly on idiocy here in the fourth quarter.
So another penalty. This one against Vineyard, so Nantucket will be a man up.
How much time left in the game, Dick?
8:46 and moving.
It's 6-on-5 advantage for Nantucket. They don't need to score, so I mean the game's effectively over.
They won the first time around. What did you say? 22-4.
Yeah.
But so they need to score 5 if they want to match that. They're only 17-4.
I can't help thinking the Vineyards must have played a lot better today. This Vineyard team, clearly is the best team we played this year, and a lot of that's the excitement of the rivalry. But I think this team's superior to Nauset, but Nauset's was all right, I guess. I mean, Nauset had a 1-goal loss to Barnstable, which and then we murdered them twice. Good stick skills here, and there's a late hit. Don't do that, Victor. It's not like the refs aren't looking for it. Oh. Here we go.
Oh, hit the post.
Vineyard steps in the crease, goes Nantucket back the ball.
Vineyard hit the post again. That would have been a goal, but no goal.
Dick, the Vineyard had that little flurry. Nantucket had a flurry in the second quarter, and then the Vineyard kind of answered. And nice save. Terrain shot that high to high, and the goalie tracked it the whole way. As they say, you want to change planes, especially when you're shooting sidearm. It's kind of like being a batter in baseball. If you can see the pitcher's release the whole way, it makes it a lot easier to hit the ball. 7 minutes left. Clock's running. It should only stop for goals right now and penalty calls. Vineyard, is he going to save it here? I think he is. Yep. Good hustle, kid. Number 23 for the Vineyard. Nice save.
Nice little shot, too. Though.
Yep, the sneaky little overhand shot. Picked up here by Austin. Tell you, Gambroni is an athlete. That was not an easy catch. Down to Spence. Goal.
How you do it?
Spence, a lefty. Spence with his offhand, he's a natural righty. Plays on the left-hand side a lot, though. Boy, what a great season he's having. Just get rid of the mouthy fouls and the late hits, and this is a team that really can do something in the playoffs. So West from Gambroni with 6:05 left, but the clock is stopped after a goal.
Now they started again.
They did.
Keep it running.
Yeah.
Let's not stop it for anything.
Right.
The game is well over. 18-4. You're on Nantucket Whalers. Is they going to remain undefeated? And we think this season's over. We think they played their last game. This is the last one?
Number 25 is out there. I don't have Ethan Ferrara, number 7, the senior's in the midfield. 25, I don't have him on the roster here. Apologize to his folks.
Another penalty on the Whalers.
Being told number 25 is Jack Wilson. Is Perry down there today?
Get out of here. 4-7. 30-second technical.
Yeah, the JV's playing today, guys. So Nantucket didn't suit up a lot. Maybe they didn't suit up any of their freshmen. They've been suiting them up, and they've been getting some minutes. Ferrara off. Nantucket will be down for. You got Austin Starr, but I didn't hear what the penalty was.
30-second technical.
30-second technical. Okay.
We're gonna get our 3 stars together, Rick. I'll look over your roster here.
What's the score?
These are goals. These are assists.
That was a nice little move.
The Vineyard put another one on.
Good.
Makes it 18-6.
And they keep it going, though, right?
Clock is running. 4 minutes to go here in the game. Substitutes are coming in, but the officials are still calling them close. So I got my 3 stars.
Okay, go ahead, Dick.
I'm going to go my number 3 star to Victor Gambroni. A couple of goals, 4 assists, flashing all day. My number 2 star is going to go to Terrain Burton. I have him for 5 goals. And I'm going to give my number 1 star to Spencer West. And he got, for some of you folks may recognize this, a Gordie Howe hat trick.
The Gordie Howe hat trick.
He has 4 goals, 3 assists, and I believe 3 penalties.
I'm going to give a star to once again. I mean, don't like to always just have the same players get it, but you can't really ignore what Gambroni and Burton did today. Spencer had a great game too, but you got to worry about those penalties. And then my 3rd star goes to our goalkeeper, Keegan Downey. Early in the game, this game could have had a different tempo if he had made a couple of pretty good, darn good saves. So, good game, Keegan.
Good point. All right, they're running it down now. We're coming down to 2.5 minutes. Clock is on. We'll stay on. Then you get a couple of garbage goals here at the end. I'd like to get another one, make it look a little respectable. But what type of seed is Vineyard going to get going in? They're going to be 15-2, both losses to Nantucket. Is that going to knock them out the top 8? Do you think?
Well, as we've said this before, but it's worth repeating. In lacrosse, it is a 30-33 in the third. Well, times 3 system. In other words, You cannot do that.
Not. Oh wow.
You cannot touch the ball without your stick in your hand. So it'll be what they'll do, Dick, is they have a big computer screen in the seating room, and they have these big leather chairs. It's quite professional, and they'll sit around and put the records up. The Vineyard will be one of the top seeds by record, but then they'll go straight to schedule, and both the Vineyard and Nantucket will suffer.
Suffer in that aspect.
Big
Yeah.
in that department, and then it'll be intangibles. Now, Nantucket might do okay. In other words, it's really committee opinion. And Nantucket might do okay, committee opinion. Usually they kind of like us, and I think people know, some of the players know we have a good team. We can't help who we play, you know. And the Vineyard, Vineyard obviously with 2 lopsided losses to Nantucket, that could influence committee opinion. I wouldn't be surprised to see Nantucket have, well, Vineyard could come here in the first round, but I think they'd probably not want to do that.
That would be great.
Yeah.
I'd love it. Let me throw this at you. Nantucket's going to go with her to play Duxbury on Tuesday.
Right.
That's what we heard. Now, is that going to be a regular game? Are they going to have officials there?
They'll have officials, but it'll be a scrimmage.
It'll be a scrimmage, but I mean, will they play it? What I meant to say is, will they play it under game conditions?
I would assume so. Now,
That would be a good game.
They might stop it to coach, you know. But maybe you were about to say this. That could be a situation. They're also playing King Philip in a scrimmage. Those are 2 excellent Division I teams.
But how would you play those teams, Rick? Because the last thing you want to do is get hurt, have your top guys get hurt.
Well, you know, you can't really think that way.
Would that play into the intangibles?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Would that play into the intangibles if Nantucket and Duxbury play to a 10-10 tie for the sake of argument?
If Chris, you know, like lacrosse coaches, probably all coaches are fraternities. But one dribbles in there at the end of the game. But you know, lacrosse coaches are pretty tight-knit fraternities. So if Nantucket shows well against those 2 teams,
they'll know it in the boardroom.
People will know
All right, so Nantucket remains undefeated with an 18-7 shellacking. And the one thing that steps out in this game is this is the most goals Nantucket's given up in any one game all year.
Yeah, and you know, the rivalry game is always good for a few points. I think it's safe to say. And also, this is the last game of the regular season, so Nantucket is one of the few teams in the history of Nantucket sports, so it's a pretty small handful to finish a tournament type situation. You know, a sport where you go to a tournament, not a Super Bowl, undefeated.
Undefeated.
Obviously, our football team has done it a number of times, but we haven't had many tournament type teams go undefeated.
Yeah, it's a longer season, yes, and you got to beat a lot of opponents. Most of the time it's an 18-game season. You know, 9 home, 9 away. Yeah. So it's quite a feat to go undefeated and in a tournament situation.
You know, I'm also impressed with this team. Obviously, we've talked about how weak the schedule is. I mean, for some of our games were literally JV slot level opponents. But having said that, this team has worked on things and gotten better. They haven't played sloppy, selfish lacrosse. They've been very unselfish and executed this offense very, very well. So the coaches should be proud. And Coach Aloisi, Coach Chambers, and Coach Gamble have just done a great job. You know, Coach Aloisi, once again, he should be awfully proud of all he's accomplished in the past seasons.
All right, we thank Rick Blair for calling today's game. Gino Gang on camera. This is Dick Herman saying good night for Weather Sports TV, TV 99. Remember to put a smile on your face each and every day, even if you're laughing at yourself. Go Bruins, go Whalers, go Red Sox.